What's up, guys? Today I will be making a GFL event, the first event. Now, I don't know how they're gonna do their events, but I just copied the UFC one, 14 fights. So I just did that basically for their first event. We always want to get all the stars in there. So let's get started. The first fight, opening the early prelims, JDS versus Alexei Oleinik. Now, I don't know who this blob NPC is, and I don't know why his picture captures his knees on the UFC website and why he's standing like that, but he's extremely old. And I saw Leftlane matching up those fucking 50-year-olds with fucking Robelis to Spain or something. Like, we're not going to do that. We don't want someone to die already, okay? Not in the first event yet. So I think this could be a good first matchup. JDS is kind of the name. So, that's the first fight. Then we move on to Andrei Arlovsky versus Frank Mir. Two old heads, dude. Two ex-champions. They're both falling off. Both haven't gotten a win since 2000. So, high-level matchup. Badass fight. That's basically it. Next one. This video is going to be so short. I don't have anything to say about these fights. Marlon Moraes versus Uriah Faber. Look, all these fucking old heads, they changed weight divisions for some reason. Like, Tony Ferguson is in welterweight. Like, what the fuck? We're just gonna adjust to that. And Marlon Moraes versus Uriah Faber. This could actually be a good fight, or it couldn't. I see Uriah Faber getting knocked out in the first 10 seconds, low key. But good fight on paper. Like, Uriah Faber, kind of a good name. Marlon Moraes, also kind of a good name. So, we got that. Then we have Sage Northcutt versus Damir Ismagulov. Listen, dude. I despise Sage Northcutt purely because everyone glazes him for no reason. He's not good, okay? He's not good. But he does carry a name, and he does have a lot of fans. And people are like, oh, he would have been champion. He would have been champion. What do you mean? He can't even get past top 20 in one championship, dude. So, no, he wouldn't ever be a champion. And he's going to get destroyed by Damir Ismagulov. And this is a good way to put Damir Ismagulov out there, get him a bit of a name, because Sage has a lot of fans for some reason, all right? So, Damir is going to destroy him, absolutely 50-40 him. So, yeah, that's that fight. Then, the prelims. Opening the prelims will be Paige Van Zandt versus Randy Field. If you know, you know. That's basically it. Paige Van Zandt has a name. Randy Field also kind of has a name. This is the only woman fight on this card because we need to fill the spots, right? We need to fill the spots with good fights. So, on to the next. Shogun versus Thiago Santos. Now, I don't like this matchup. I'm going to be honest, right? I do not like this matchup because I feel like Thiago Santos is just going to knock out Shogun somehow. Because Shogun is like 60 by now. But he does have a big name, and Thiago Santos is like, it was the closest I could match him up with to, like, not have some complete random fight him, and also, not have a knockout artist fight him. So we're going to do this fight. I see Thiago Santos actually taking this one, which is depressing. But, Shogun is 60. This is the GFL after all. It looks like he has gotten fucking breast implants. Why does he have a cut there under his tit? What is that? But, next fight is Jeremy Stephens, the hardest weight in 145er, versus Anthony Showtime Pettis. I think this is at welterweight. This is what I mean. I think this is at welterweight. But, this is a badass fight. Look, dude, Jeremy Stephens is still doing good in BKFC. Hardest hitting 145er. He must hit real hard at 170. Versus Anthony Pettis. I don't, he still got it sometimes, I think Jeremy Stephens actually takes this. He kind of has a name, unironically. Like, people know him. And Anthony Pettis, a lot of people know him. Like, old heads definitely all know him. So, I think Jeremy Stephens might take this one. But, it's a good matchup in my opinion. Then we have OSP versus Alexander Gustafsson. Now, this is having OSP this far up in the card is kind of crazy, but I didn't really know who else to match up with Alexander Gustafsson. So we just have this, okay? And the worst part is, I don't know who's going to win this one. I might, if this happens, I think OSP might actually take it. Like, we do not want that to happen, but I have kind of a feeling, dude. But we're not going to do that. That's not going to happen. Alexander Gustafsson is going to win this one. Yeah, but you know, it's a good fight on paper. Both nice strikers. Both also decent grapplers. Mostly Gus though. Then the main card, opening the main card is Gleison Tibau versus Abubakar Nurmagomedov. Listen, this is the rematch of the century. Gleison Tibau beat Khabib Nurmagomedov, and Abubakar has a chance to restore the family legacy, right? Gleison Tibau is gonna 50-41 Abubakar, but you know it's actually a fight with history. Like, it would be better if Gleison Tibau wasn't just robbed blatantly, but you know it's still kind of funny if you know the backstory. And this is probably gonna be a standing fight. Yeah, this fight isn't gonna be good. I'm just gonna be honest, but I thought it was funny, the storyline. So we have that on there. Then we have Robelis de Spain versus Bruno Capolezza. Dude, I'm telling you, dude, this guy is just here to get knocked out in the first second. Dude, I am not matching up Robelis de Spain with a grappler. That is not happening. And I'm also not matching him up with a 50-year-old, dude. We do not want someone to die in this cage, okay? We do not want that to happen. So Bruno is just gonna die. And no one knows him, no one cares about him, so that's okay. It's a good way for Robelis de Spain to get a highlight reel. GFL get some attention to the GFL, get some viral clips, you know. And yeah, that's it's pathetic that this is this high up, but it is what it is, brother. Then we have, oh shit, what the fuck? Oh, wrong button. Mariusz Kwiatkowski versus Gegard Mousasi. This is a badass fight, alright? I think Mousasi absolutely beats the brakes off of this guy. I don't know why the UFC has his his picture like gray, like he's died or something. Like this is a memorial page. But I mean, he was in the UFC. He got beat. You know, he wasn't that good, but Mousasi, you know, absolutely one of the best fighters in this whole promotion, and he might dominate this. But let's be honest, not a lot of people actually know him, so that's why he's the co-main and not the main. But as the main, we have, oh, this is the co-main. Fuck, dude. Okay, but Tyron Woodley versus Dylan Dennis, dude. These are superstars, dude. These are superstars. And Tyron Woodley might actually lose. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. You know, technically on paper that shouldn't happen, but somehow I see Dylan Dennis fluking a win. But you know, this is actually a big name fight. A lot of people know Dylan Dennis, hate Dylan Dennis. Never seen him fight though. Like, only box. What was it, Jake Paul or Logan Paul, or KSI, whatever. And Tyron Woodley, you know, ex-UFC champion, and you know he kind of fell off, but he still got the skill. You know, you don't just forget the skill, right? So this could be this is a good co-main, right? Good name value. And then as a main event, we have, fuck, dude, again, okay, this is the co-main event. Trust me. This is the co-main, trust. Tony Ferguson versus Benson Henderson. Listen, this is the battle of the loss streaks. Someone's loss streak has to go, dude. Tony Ferguson, please don't. Benson Henderson, please don't knock out Tony, dude. We do not want to see that. Please don't do it, okay? So Benson Henderson, Tony Ferguson, both like 50, both on a 50-fight losing streak. This might actually be a good fight. Unironically, might be a good fight. And, you know, I low-key see Benson Henderson taking this. Like, this is pathetic at this point. But there's not really any other matchups that have name value and that wouldn't just knock out Tony, right? So this is pathetic, but you know, it is what it is. I hope Tony can actually do something, maybe win a split decision, because I also don't want to see Benson getting knocked out or something, you know. But you know, this promotion might be a return to glory for Tony. I don't believe myself when I say that, but you know, it might happen. Now, the main event for real this time is Luke Rockhold versus Yoel Romero. You might be mad at this. You might be mad that this is the main event, but Yoel Romero and Luke Rockhold are both still good, right? Yoel Romero refuses to wrestle for some reason, so it's going to be a fun, entertaining striking match. You know, Luke Rockhold might actually just get knocked out. But, you know, they're both still good, dude. They're both actually good. Luke Rockhold never, like, lost it. He's still in, like, killer shape and shit. He fought recently for Karate Combat. You know, he's still in there. And Yoel Romero, obviously, still active. He was Bellator champ a couple years ago. And they both have a huge name. Like, Luke Rockhold a little bit less. But Yoel Romero has a huge name. And they're both very skillful. So that's why they're in the main event, you know. This fight, I hope this fight actually happens. I hope to see just any fight in between Mousasi, Romero, and Rockhold. That would be very fun. And I just hope Rockhold doesn't get knocked out in the first round every time. But that was the GFL 1. That was the first fight card, okay? So, I think this is the best thing you can do. Like, it kind of sucks because all these names, like, they're not top tier names, or they're just like trash, you know. So I can't put. This is a kind of a lame main event, but if you like really think about it, this would be like a featured fight. But you know, this is the best we can do, but it's still really fun. Like, I would want to watch this. If you have any adjustments, let me know in the comments. And you know, who do you think is gonna be the champion? Which team is gonna win? And please, Leftlane, don't sue me, okay? Yeah, that was it. Like and subscribe, and goodbye.